Hello, this is Distracted Lord, and welcome to Wreckfest. And it doesn't actually say. That's annoying. I was hoping it would say somewhere. Anyway, I got this game in a sale the weekend before last, and I have been playing through the career. And I've done that one, and that one, and that one, and most of this one. Haven't done that yet, but I think I know how the game works, and how the cars work, and all the tracks, and all that stuff. But the career is not the main reason I bought this game, because in this game there's plenty of tracks, and there's some silly ones and some sensible ones, and we're going to start off with a sensible one. So this track here is an ordinary track. Sure, there's a crossover, but I have plenty of ordinary cars. Things look, sure, there's an axe in it, but it's an ordinary car. But then there's a few less ordinary cars. So I say, why don't we go for some school buses? And I'm going to set the AIs to also have school buses. We do not want 6 laps. Let's go for 3 laps. Damage on realistic, because school buses are quite strong. Right, difficulty I will leave normal. I just have half, full. Just AI difficulty. It says amateur, aka normal, because it basically goes easy, normal, hard. It calls it novice, amateur, expert, which I don't quite understand. But right, now let's do some chaos. So we are almost ready. There is my school bus, which doesn't fit on the screen, but we will ignore that. And I think as we progress through the race, we're going to notice that the back section of the bus will be practically indestructible, and the front bit is going to fall apart, because that's generally what happens with these buses. I don't want to be that camera view. No thanks. And then we attempt to go and fail to get any sort of speed off the start line, and then have to shout because the school bus is so loud. And you have a million of them. Okay, 23. But I'm not going to get involved too much in all this fighting, because that will not end well for me. Ouch! Stop hitting me. I don't want to be crashed into a rock. See, I'm taking damage, yet everything, the front everything just gets killed. Ow! Ow! Everything is dying quickly. I want to... Don't do that, please! I'm just gonna try and avoid doing try and get as little front damage as I can. Come on, more speed, you stupid bus. This bus is just so terrible. Brakes. Yeah, they do more damage to themselves. My engine's taking damage. I don't want the engine to take... Yeah, if they do that, they just end up doing other damage themselves. What are you doing, you morons? Ow! Stupid morons. Just try and stay out of trouble is how this works. If you get into trouble, you've got the problem. Ah! See? Yeah, I might just turn off realistic damage, because sometimes it works, but apparently this is not one of those times. So let's go for realistic damage, and I can go 4 laps because they might actually survive, and let's try again. So we are going again. The damage is not so utterly stupid this time, meaning I can crash into people an awful lot more and nothing bad is going to happen. So I can then do the usual tactics of just lean on them around corners, and see, now I'm taking no damage whatsoever. I would rather you didn't spin in front of me, because that is annoying. Go. Just sneaky. You don't want to drift around the inside of this corner in school buses, because school buses have a slight problem of falling over, which is not the first thing that comes to mind when you think of school buses, but then this is Wreckfest, so meh. And the AI brake in funny places, don't brake for cars, brake for everything but cars though, and around the widest of corner they will generally brake. So you can generally make up time on them on corners, and sometimes you can make land on the threads. They also don't seem to quite have mastered the art of changing gears, and occasionally just end up sitting in a gear they probably shouldn't be in. I'm actually wondering if, with the damage now on normal, if we'll actually see any engines falling off, or wheels, because what generally happens is when I put them on realistic damage, they end up losing wheels, and you end up with a line of limping buses going up hills. Also, you'll probably see the screen school bus do it, and if I turn around, you'll probably see them all do it, but you just watch them go around here, and bonk. see, he's done that, and then if I turn around, bonk, 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 bonk. Yeah, it looks so stupid, and with damage on normal, they'll probably get themselves going and sort themselves out, but it puts me in a lead in a rather dull place, so I'm just gonna go and wait for them. Brakes. Yes, hello. I'm just gonna... Ooh, a friend. Come on, friend. Okay, that's not something you want to see in your mirror. Just a school bus coming up quite quickly behind you, so I'm going to quickly run from you. Actually, here's a plan. Right. You gonna go past? Yep. You didn't have to hit me. I mean, actually, it's the Wreckfest, so yeah, you did. But I'm just gonna let you go ahead and tell me if there's anyone in the way. Is there anyone in the way, sir? I guess that's a yes. He's yeah, being first is not helpful. I've fallen over. Help. Okay, apparently we're going around again. Oh, it's another trick. Right, just gonna have to reset, because... Yeah, see, this is what happens. It's already too dead. Oh, one dead, one fallen over. They also don't like resetting, so you end up with just stranded buses around, because the AI's fallen over and hasn't reset. I'm surprised that this many of them have made it through that corner at the end. I mean, I'm just looking at them, they're not quite the shape they started as. Or you in that green one. Oh, no one's got slow health. I can probably kill you. Boom, dead. Tree. Yes, don't drive into the foliage. That is not recommended. I got wrecked and then it damaged myself. Right, now let us go completely sensible driving mode and... 50 bus! Yeah, the bus isn't... Okay, well done. Now, and as we go along here, you will see me going boing, boing, boing. Bonk, 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 and bonk. Oh, he just threw himself into a wall. Ow. See, they just try and drift everywhere, and it doesn't really turn out well for them. So they end up crashing, and just gonna lean on you around the corner, and bonk. Do much damage. Yeah, just seeing a bunch of buses bearing down on you is not what you really want to see in your mirror. Have I got any windows? I probably don't. That's what happens. First crash, you lose all your windows. Yep, I have no windows. Bus, do not do wheelies. I do not want wheelie bus. Wheelie bus is not helpful. Okay, just doing buses. Yeah, I have... brakes! I braked! Yeah, just do sneaky reset. Use the ghost mode! Sometimes, when the AIs get themselves killed in the final corner, it's very useful to just reset and then drive through them while that ghost mode. Apparently I haven't had to do that yet. And we are on lap 4. Ugh, that was scary. My bus is drifting into an AI car. And we go up the hill. And then we stop. It's a dead bus in the way. Let's just bonk into you. Ow! What was that for? I did like 1 damage to you, so you come and try and kill me. Pretty sure that one in the bush is dead. Where are you? Yeah, but my front's not looking quite right. I think you're also dead, aren't you? And onk. Onk. Ow, I've been pushed. I didn't want to be pushed. I like not crashing into them. That's okay with you? I don't think it is. I have more health than you! I'm faster! Yeah, I mean, my car isn't quite the same shape it started as. I'm not sure any school children are going to be getting on this bus. I think they might get slightly scared if this turned up at the bus stop. Yeah, you just... yeah, what would you do if this just turns up at the bus stop? I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't get on it. Don't use the rearview mirror too much because you'll end up crashing into stuff, apparently. Yeah, there's bits of bus everywhere now. Who knows? There's been some very big crashes in... like, there's generally seems to be very little dead cars at the crossover, and many dead cars everywhere else, or buses. There's like 3 cars at the crossover, and more than 3 cars around the rest of the track. Like there's 4 buses here, and that's more buses than at a crossover. And crossovers are generally quite bad for like keeping your bus alive. Well, I always hit that before. Yeah, and there's another dead bus. And I wonder if there'll be any dead buses as we go around here, because in realistic damage, you often end up with a nice pile of dead buses. Yep, 4 buses. So it turns out, when you have buses, crossovers aren't particularly deadly. Who knows how that works, and we go slightly across the line. Oh, I didn't fall over! I'm disappointed. Yeah, quite a few have DNF'd. Right. Next race. So, from a sensible track with silly cars to a silly track, as you can tell by the name, in, I think, more sensible cars. I'm going to go for a nice war wagon because it's tough. I'm going to set the AI cars to derby cars, because otherwise we have a problem, which involves they always end up dying. The track's not that long, so that's 5 laps. Time of day, just leave that to random, leave that, and let us go and have some proper smashing this time. So, I'm ready, almost, but I can actually tune my car here, and I can change the suspension, but there's some bumps, and I think this is probably a good idea. There's also a death loop, and if you have your suspension too low, it will start wrenching important bits off your car. Also going to leave the differential open, because otherwise you end up with problems like you lose bits of your car and then things get stuck and problems. Now this is much more ordinary, because we're not doing it in buses. Come on, car, just elbow your way through everybody. And apparently through the doors. Bonk. See why you need the high suspension? Well, oh look, it's a giant loop. Just go underneath everybody. And then we go, and it makes some rather worrying noises. And then we go around there, and boing. And then you just go around this loop with some nice tyre squealing. And what are you doing? Move! That was scary, and that's a lap. And then we go through another one. So we go boing. Yeah, this is why you need soft suspension. And that, because if you don't have soft suspension, that will hurt. I tend to stick to this side because then the cars will jump over you rather than jumping onto you. And I have jumped on the cars, and it doesn't end well for them. Yeah, you kind of can do the same on that one. Well, this one. There's also a jump there if you want to go for it. I don't, because then you end up just having slight mid-air crashes. Hello. Bonk. Say hello to a wall for me, would you? And bonk, and then we go along, and jump this way, and yeah, the AIs do like crashing into walls. That's just the AI's thing, crashing into walls. And yeah, doing that, that's not really what you want to see. Is you go, yeah, it's like it starts to damage stuff, and my car now looks stupid because that's what happens when you have a giant looping car. And we go again, and wall, didn't hit the wall, came nowhere close to hitting the wall. Totally. Yeah, it's great fun to just watch the cars go around the death loop. More sliding. There is this route down here which you can take to avoid going through the death loop, and I find it awkward and silly and don't like to use it because I've now just lost places to cast a lap down, but still. Also, crashing through those doesn't help. I've been very lucky this time and haven't been in any crashes yet. I'm gonna stick yet on the end just so I don't jinx it and then I'm going to crash. That's a wall, that doesn't count. You can't say that I just said that I wouldn't and then crashed because that was a wall. It wasn't a crash, it was just an unintentional driving into a wall. There's a difference. And just trying to avoid all the dead cars in the loop. Damage some more bits of my car. And pursue into car. And go around here. Wrecked. Because we can't have this without wrecking. And smash! Yeah, I think the front of my car doesn't look too healthy. So that was surprisingly tamer than the other one, which makes little sense. So now I have a slightly more silly idea. I mean, if you can get more silly than that. So the next track is Crash Canyon. Yeah, it sounds bad, and if you read the description, the two-way street of motorized madness, the classic framework for a madhouse play of screaming big blocks and wailing sheet metal, singing the dulcet symphony of destruction. Yeah, that sums it up. It's, as you can see from the picture, bumpy, and then you go round loops, you go along, you go round the other loop, and you go back right next to the other one. And we couldn't use sensible cars. No, we have to go for this. Supervan. Yay, it's a silly car and doesn't work very well, and is looking like it should fall over and get stuck on bumps. It doesn't encounter those issues though, it encounters some rather different issues. Namely, that it is actually the most drifty car ever, and is made of wood. See, I've already taken 10 damage just from knocking into a wall. And I do that, and now your bump is falling off. And, yeah, they do fall over if you push them, but they don't roll over. In fact, they roll over less than a school bus, which is slightly weird. Unless you throw them sideways over stuff. But see, they just die so quickly. That's 7 damage. Yeah, these are basically made of wood. Yay, it's the wooden Supervan. What are you doing? Stupid idiot. I was trying to do the sneaky tactic of we sneaky down here. But apparently the AI say that's not going to happen, so... One health. How far can I get on 1 health? You just get away. See, there's some crashing going on. My car... well, yep, see. Yep, let's just try that again. Right. And now I can actually demonstrate how this car works, which is somewhat badly. Out the way. just do drifts around here. The AIs aren't doing drifts, which is weird, they normally do. It's probably because they're all too close together. But see, they just drifts everywhere, and then it's a pain to get it out of drifty mode. And it goes drifty mode. Just slide into a wall is basically this car's plan. It's like, no, you shall not drive me in a straight line, you must drift around and crash into every single wall there is. I don't know where all the cones have come from, but they're just, I think they go down the middle. And the AIs have a nice habit of crashing into them. Say hi to the wall, would you? And do some drifting. Yeah, they're just, the AI can't drive them. And no one seems to be able to drive them. Just, they are utterly stupid. Just don't drive, they bounce around and everything. And then do drifts, and then do bouncy drifts, and then drift and bounce and crash. Yeah, head on! Ah! What are you doing, you moron? Ah! Stupid idiots! They just like to bounce into other lanes. It's not the AIs, it's just the car. The car loves going into other lanes, and then into other people. And then you have some rather dramatic crashes, which involve Supermans crashing directly head-on into each other, and I'm just going to try and sneak away down here. Yep, see, they're just rolling Supermans. Oh, no, I don't want to go that way. That was very close. And here. And we do reverse racing lines, and then the AI can't beat it, because the AI don't do any sort of racing lines whatsoever. And we dodge all the dead ones. And don't hit the middle. Haha. How's my bad looking? Eh, not too bad. And bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Bouncy, get the car, bounce, bouncy, bouncy, bounce. See, it just drifts so easily. In fact, it's very hard to not drift. Right. Ah, where are you going? Ah! Help! There are cars being flung at me. This isn't fair. He's dead now. I'm just gonna get out of the way. But I don't want to be on this side. I want to be on this side. Ah! Apparently, they're bouncy as well. They always use the time to move when they're trying to drive next to them. Actually, they're bouncy. They're bouncy as well. Right, now I'm going to try and go around it with that. Ow, drift. No, that's drifting. I did it. Almost lost many positions. See, they're just drift everywhere. See? They're just like drifting into walls. And then we go down here, and go along here, and watch the AI smash it. How did they miss? I'm confused. How did the AI manage to miss each other? That's not what they're supposed to do. It's supposed to crash into each other. See? It's not that bad. There's only a whole bunch of dead three-wheel cars. Yeah, and how many survived? Quite a few. But still. That was madness, right? And we want more madness. So there shall be more madness soon. More madness must occur. But anyway, thank you for watching. This is Distracted Lord, and don't get distracted. Go subscribe now. And then, goodbye.